I have a problem. I need a sustainable source of food in this dwarven Minecraft world, but just planting an ugly wheat field and calling it a day isn't going to cut it for me. So today I am building 5 aesthetic Minecraft farms in a dwarven-inspired underground laboratory. I'm fine. Everything's fine. That's a great intro. As I clean up this creeper mess, let me reiterate what the plan is today. One of my favorite parts of building in Minecraft is making functional farms that fit the environment and build style I'm going for in the world. So today we're making a dwarven-inspired underground laboratory for our food production. Not only are we going to be solving the problem of food in today's video, but the problem of food is going to cause another problem. You see, some of the farms that I want to make are automatic, which means observers. And to make an observer, you need quartz. And to get quartz, you have to go to the Nether, which is more of an adventure than I had planned for today, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, if you remember, in this world, we can't start a project until we actually get for ourselves a new armor trim. And today's armor trim was supposed to be the coast armor trim. And while the coast armor trim makes me think more of beach vibes, it also makes me think of fish farms and sustainably farming things like kelp and oysters. But while we were traveling here, we actually ended up grabbing 2 coast armor trims while we were coming from spawn. And so we actually have them already. So instead of the adventure for the armor trim, we're going to adventure into the Nether instead. To go to the Nether, we need obsidian, and to mine obsidian, we need a diamond pickaxe. And since I only have 1 diamond right here, we're gonna have to do something about that so we can actually get for ourselves some obsidian. Now, I am just double checking that in our trip here, I didn't happen to pick up any obsidian, and it is looking like no. Which means we need to go on a little bit of an adventure down into the mines to try and get some more diamonds. Uh-oh! That might be a problem. Oh, but I found diamonds! Oh my gosh! The shrieker saved me. Okay, there's 1. Please, no more shriekers. 2. Guys, we've got our 2. 3, 4, 5. Let's go! Oh my goodness. I cannot believe the shrieker actually saved us. 1 diamond pickaxe. Now we have to go find some obsidian, and thankfully we have a place that we can go to. Okay, in we go. Oh, hello, lava. Let's go see how much quartz we can't get. There's a little bit here and there. I would really love one of the blue mushrooms, but apparently the blue mushroom doesn't want me, so we're gonna try and get this quartz anyways. Okay, wow, that's 31 already. I kind of want that patch right there too. If we can be a little safe about this. That's 34. I don't know how much I need. I'll be honest, I don't remember, but 34 sounds like a really great amount. Let's get out of here. Oh, into the nighttime. Oh, I did not think things through. Well, that wasn't too bad at all, guys. And now we have hopefully all of the quartz we'll need. We might have to go back, but I'm hoping we got it all. But that means we can actually start collecting the materials for everything. One of the problems I find with early game Minecraft is that so many farms in game progression rely on other pieces of progression or farms. And sometimes it's hard for me to know where the best place to start. You want to make an iron farm, but to do that you need iron for hoppers so you can collect the iron. Or maybe you need a sustainable food source like we're building today. But if you build some of the automatic farms like I'm going to be building, you need redstone, quartz, and other materials that are harder to get in the early game. But that is one of the reasons I like starting small. If I want to make an iron farm, I can make a small, simple one at the start of the world, and once I have a steady supply of iron from that, I can expand and build a bigger one. Or if I need XP, I can start with a small, simple spider spawner XP farm, and once I have the materials later down the line, I can build a faster XP farm with Enderman, or maybe even a Skulk farm. You get to grow the world with you instead of rushing to the biggest farm and burning yourself out, which just makes playing the game so much more fun. It's easy to forget in early game just how long it sometimes takes to gather resources. And that's exactly the problem I ran into today as I was trying to gather all these materials, but we finally have them. So if we take a look, we've got a lot of materials here in the chests, and I think it will work perfectly for our build, which I am going to dig down into this hillside right here. Well, it's certainly not much to look at here from the front, but we are working on it. I decided to start off the farms here in the back and then work our way forwards. So we have our pumpkin and melon farm all ready to go. And then this little farm over here is not automatic, but we do have for ourselves a crop farm. So we've got some potatoes over here and some carrots and then some wheat down the center. It's a little bit more of the decorative style. We might make an automatic one at some point, but I do need some crops, and I thought doing it in this kind of factory style like this could really fit with the dwarven theme quite nicely. Guys, it's looking good. Look at that. We already got pumpkins and melons in there working, and that means this will just keep working. But it does set us up for success when we get working on our villager trading hall. I am going to eventually want mending for all of my gear and tools and stuff, so having something like this that we can get actual emeralds from our villagers will be amazing. Next up, we're going to tackle this room. This one is going to be a little bit more decorative. We are going to be growing mushrooms here. So we're just going to add in a little bit of copper. This will of course oxidize over time, and a little bit here on this side. And we're going to repeat the same pattern over here. And then we're going to want like a little spout from the side of each. And the water is going to come right down into the middle between these two sets of stairs. Now in each of these sections, we're going to have water, which is going to flow on down like that. And then of course we will have water in those stairs as well, which, you know what, we might just do right now. So if I just steal this one, that is now infinite, which means we can put that back in and we can finish off the rest of these guys. But we're gonna have something like this. Guys, it's gonna turn out really beautiful. Now, unfortunately, as I am editing this video, I have realized that I lost my Minecraft audio right around here and won't have it back for the rest of the videos. And while that's sad, at least you guys don't have to listen to the noise of the chickens and cows we're soon gonna be putting into this laboratory. This is gonna be our very first farm, and for those of you who don't see it immediately in sight, that's what it is. This is a automatic chicken cooker. So the chickens are going to be shot out using eggs from that dispenser back there, and they'll land on top of this stone cutter, and they will sit there, and once they grow up, their heads will go inside of this little fella up here, the cauldron with the lava, and they will get cooked. And then that means that the hopper down here will collect it and put it here into this chest. But we do need chickens because we're gonna have a whole bunch of chickens here on the back standing on top of all those hoppers, and as they poop out their eggs, that is what is going to be fed down into the dispenser to make the actual chicken. And I really don't know if I have eggs. It's not really been something that I'm like, hey, let's collect up some eggs because we're gonna need them. I should have picked up eggs as I was traveling around. I know I should have. I mean, you guys were probably yelling at me in the comments saying, pick up the eggs, you're gonna need them. Okay, you probably didn't know I was making this farm yet, but here we are. Come here, chickens. You need to come with me, please. Okay, and now you need to go into that hole, please. 1, 2, into the hole. Thank you. And then number 3, you also need to spend the rest of your life in there. Hurry up, in you go. Okay, and then we need to breed a couple of them. And they shouldn't be able to jump out because there's the half slabs there. And yeah, I just have to keep coming up here a little bit and try and make sure that we are getting some more chickens. I've done a little bit more work, and we have for ourselves our 2 decorated areas here. The copper, of course, does need to oxidize a little bit more, and I would really love to have some slime blocks in here to kind of signify that maybe, you know, there's some sludge or something like that. We're gonna have to maybe make a slime farm for that because I don't have enough to do such a thing. And somehow I seem to have forgotten a lot of that during this build. Well, that's okay. Oh, we've had a lot of fun anyways. And I think this place is looking really great. I'm still breeding up the chickens up top there, which is why I still have my staircase. And we of course have a couple of chickens here who are growing up. And if we take a look, we actually do have for ourselves our very first piece of cooked chicken, which is amazing. I love that. So I still need to make this cow farm over here. That is my next task. And then up here, we're actually going to do a sugarcane farm. A little less food related, although we would need sugar if we decided to go ahead and make like pumpkin pie. And of course, it's always just good as you start thinking about getting wings and making rockets and the like. This whole resource gathering thing today and building this up has made me realize that while we are solving the problem of food, we desperately have a problem of lack of materials and resources and the rest of that kind of thing. So I do want to make sure that we are getting some enchanting so I can move up to diamond armor and have diamond tools, and hopefully we'll get fortune and silk touch. Both of those would be amazing. But yeah, I think let's see what we can do about getting this cow farm going. There we go, Moo Cow. You need to go in there, please. Come on. I know you can do it. Perfect. And you need to come this direction. And you also need to go in there. Keep going. There we go. And then we just need to breed them. Look at that. We got for ourselves a lovely cow farm. And I should be able to stand up here and breed them anyway. So all we need to do now is just lay all of this down and make this look a little bit better than what we do have. This area right here is basically finished. We just have to take down the area up there, but we don't really have many seeds. That's okay. We'll do a little breed here. That's actually a decent amount of chickens up there. I'm not mad about that amount. So maybe we just call it there. Oh my goodness, I love this so much, to actually have a full food source and everything down here that we can actually utilize and not have to worry about food anymore. It's going to be amazing. And here, of course, these guys will drop some leather as well. So we'll have leather for bookshelves, hopefully, and books. And now we just have to finish off the top up here. We are finally on the home stretch, guys, of our dwarven inspired food laboratory here. I've got for ourselves our lovely sugarcane farm. I don't even know, it might be working. Yes, look at that. We've gotten our first sugarcane, but we do have a couple more things here to do, and it's mostly just the exterior to actually make this pretty. But we're also going to be putting in a piston door. Guys, I'm going to do even more redstone. So this piston door, I am using the tutorial by Mumbo. It's like a 1 block wide piston door, but it is by another creator. I will leave all of the links down in the description below, so you can definitely go check it out yourself. And I will also be leaving all the links for the other farms that I have used here that are not my original farms. Definitely check out the description of this video. I love this build so much. Like, look at this, guys. This is a little bit of an awkward angle, so we're just gonna do a free cam, but look at how well that fits with our starter base. And now we have almost like a dwarven blacksmith. We've got for ourselves our lovely chimney right here. And then of course, guys, we have our piston door, which the button is just right there. and now it is closed off. Obviously, it's not really a hidden piston door because that is very obvious that that's clearly where you would go in. But I still love the fact that I added this little piece in here with the automation, and then you can just walk right on in here to our beautiful laboratory. Now, I don't have a way to close it from the inside because I'm like, I don't really know if I need it closed from the inside. I guess logically that would make more sense, but I just didn't set that up. So it's going to be one that you just close off at the end when you leave the place. And yeah, I think that's totally fine. We even got this little path down here. Very simple. I mean, we're still got to remember we are early game with 2 creepers. Well, that's unpleasant. Hopefully they despawn at some point. This was maybe a little bit bigger of a build than a true early game build, but I'm still super happy with it. And at some point you gotta do these things, right? Like there's just comes a point where you need to just say, hey, this is gonna take me a while, but it's gonna be so much better for our gameplay if we actually have something like this. Like I'm set for food for life, guys. So that means that next episode, we can get working on upgrading our gear. Give me some ideas down in the comments of what you think a dwarven enchanting setup could look like. So I really hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.